dancer, choreographer, certified life coach, coach instructor. They offer self-confidence coaching to Q+ creatives. Please join me in welcoming the mega, uber talented Chris Hale.
You need a coach, bitch. You need a coach, bitch. I am so happy to be here. Let's get down to business. The first thing I want everyone to do is think about somebody who is an example of what is possible for you. For how many of you is that person you? We spend so much time looking outside of ourselves for the answers. We're looking to other people. I think that the deepest work that we can do is to rid ourselves of outside authorities. Even we as coaches, right, when we know, with our clients, we're like, I don't have all the answers. But then we still look to someone else for the answers because we've rolled into coaching with some outside authority already. Our parents, our partners, patriarchy. Then we just shift that authority to our coach instead of onto ourselves. Today we're going to talk about going all in on you and becoming your own authority as the first step to massive action. I don't want to talk too much, right, about systems and ideologies of oppression, but the only reason you're not going all in on you is because of the places where you believe you need to be different. And those messages are coming from thought forms that are meant to keep you from achieving, because the patriarchy doesn't benefit from marginalized people succeeding. It's like when we take the reins of our lives and we decide what is right for us, that challenges the status quo. I do want to do a little disclaimer because representation does matter. When I'm looking at a space and I'm like, do I belong? Do I want to be there? I want to make sure it's a safe space for me. I want to look around and be like, are there people like me? How do they treat those people like me? But y'all, representation's a C. So lack of representation can also have me decide to be the example for myself to go into that room and decide I belong. What I've noticed, over the last year especially, is everybody, but especially coaches, we're using coaching to get further from ourselves instead of to get closer to ourselves. You are in the pool with yourself because you believe you are the problem that needs to be solved. There is a huge lack of curiosity. You're totally in the pool, your thoughts are a problem. I like to shift the language a little bit. I wonder why I'm thinking that. It's a slight nuanced shift, but I think it matters for us, especially as coaches, right? Because that little I wonder why drops us into curiosity. We do that and we get into that. And then the first thing everyone asks me is so what questions do you use? They're just putting the authority back on me to tell them how to coach themselves. I'm like, you don't need my questions. You just need to show up with yourself like you would a client. And we're asking questions so that they can lead us into seeing their minds. You can do that for yourself. You have to stop believing that coaching is the tool that will finally help you stop being you. We're not coaching ourselves out of ourselves. We're coaching ourselves into ourselves. As Katie mentioned, I'm a dancer and a choreographer, and I've been teaching dance for 20 years. In dance, right, we use improv. With kids especially, if you just put on a piece of music and let them do whatever, they just keep doing the same shit over and over and over again. Especially that kid who likes to get the leg up. That's all they're gonna do for a whole 3-minute song. It's leg up, right? You give them limitations, right? You're you have to keep both feet planted to the floor. That kid's but then that's when we get all of the interesting things. If I can't get my leg out, we get the innovative movement with the limitations. So what if we went all in on our limitations? Well, I can't lift my leg, I got nothing else. But if they lean into it and they're well, what can I do? How can I move my body in different ways? I got 2 arms. It requires us to be able to hold the duality of emotion because I have to be able to grieve what is not possible and make space for that while also going over here and being excited. I saw this for myself first and I might get emotional about this, but is around my depression and anxiety. And for the past 5 years, I've been medicated for depression and anxiety. And that was a really, really big moment of going all in on me because it was accepting that those things were limiting me and weren't allowing me to show up in my life the way that I wanted to. I could be a participant in my life, but I wasn't living my life. So my massive action in that was deciding to go all in on me and take a pill every day. So what are the things we need to do, right, to help us take the action we want to take? What's the support that we need? I've gone off my meds. It's great, but it requires more time for me to be in my body and be with myself every morning. And sometimes that limits what I'm capable of doing in certain areas because I need to dedicate more time to me, but that's okay. The other place that I see this, discounting our strengths. We have this belief that we need to be in perpetual struggle. If I'm comfortable, I'm not growing. But I also interpreted that as I need to be growing all the time. And growth happens in cycles. We're human, right? Growth is like grow, plateau, grow, plateau, grow, plateau. We're all individual people. So where can you go all in on you and decide, okay, today is the day that I am going to be my own authority. I think this is super perfect too for the rest of these 2 days because we're all gonna be up here telling you what to think, how to feel, what to do on your A-line. We're already doing it. You need to hold that up to what you've decided that model is that has you going all in on you. Not just as a thought, what is the action of going all in on you? When you do this, when you decide that you're gonna go all in on you and you be your own authority as your first step of massive action, you build the life that is meant for you instead of a version of what somebody else has. So do you want that? Do you want what's meant for you or do you want what someone else has? That's all I got for you. No, I kid. I'm 41. I'm proud. Why did I curtsy?